everyone, this is Shubhronil, and today I'm going to show you how to track locations and find locations and get current locations from Google Maps. So I've been working with AngularJS and Google Maps API, and this is actual application which I've just tried to create. And here you can see it's a map of India, and we have some specific locations like this is my city Kolkata, and here is Mumbai, and you can just drag and go behind and see there is Bangalore. This Bangalore, which is exactly the Silicon Valley of India. And so today I'm going to show you just how to do this, and just let's just show you the demo. Suppose I have to search say New York. This is India's map, so I prefer to go somewhere. Where is this place and where am I now? So where is this place means I want to search a specific place, give a keyword or the name of the city or state, and just click on where is this place. So you can see the New York is just displayed here, and where am I now? If I click on this, I'll get to my current location, which is tracked from my ISP, from where I've been connected from the IP address. And if there is a share location, always share location. I just share the location now. Okay, so it's Kolkata. You can see we've got it, and there is we have some information. If you want to just navigate to the specific, suppose we want to navigate to Mumbai. This is a commercial city of India. This is the most busiest, and it's a type of financial city. All the most commercial transactions goes here. So this is our application, and we'll just move to our code. And we have for this, as you can see here, this is okay. Geolog.html I have here. Just let me see it. Okay, now geolog.html, and we have one JS file, that is geolog.js. Okay. So first let me tell you that there are the buttons I've created. So here you can see in this div class, okay, there are two buttons. One is type button, which is actually when you are going to ng app and ng click, and there it's calling a function called geocode, and this is exactly finding a specific location, as I've fetched the New York city. So in the same way, there is another function which is called go to current location, which has been called invoked by this button, and this is where am I now. So this is my HTML format, and there is also, if you just want to know about this map, you can see there's this app map. It's actually a custom directive app map. Okay, and if you know that you can use either app map or app-map. Okay, so you can also use app map, making the map m of map as a capital to distinguish it, or you can put a hyphen in between. And this, just look at this, these are two attributes, one center equal to loc and one markers equals to cities. And these cities is actually we are going to see in the JS file later on. Okay, so I'm just trying to explain the HTML file. This is a div class. There's a latitude, longitude of my current location. I mean the location I fetched, whether by finding the geolocation or my current location. Okay, so there is a filter. Okay, you can see that it is initialized. The lat is initialized to 0, and the long means the longitude, okay, which is initialized to 0. So we'll just this one, you can see this that's exactly this portion is the this one. Okay, so text info, text type. So next we have the container fluid and the class, and click when I click on this is just go to the locations. It's just navigate to that location, and in between there is a caption printed date of place, and I just explained this. Okay, so in cities we have this data. There's a data format in the JSON error format, which is cities, and it's navigating with the ng repeat. And when you click on it, suppose I just show you a Mumbai. So as you click on Bangalore, you see I just move on to Bangalore. Okay, this is really awesome. Okay, so now just move to the geolog.js. So we have our app, which is Angular.module app. Okay, and just create a controller, app, ctrl, and function $scope. And we create this scope.loc, that is initialize. This is the initial longitude latitude coordinate, that is 23 and 79 is actually specifically mentioned for India, as I will show you here. Okay, so let us refresh the page, or you can refresh the page. Okay, when you refresh the page, you get this coordinate, which is 23 and 79. Okay, and first there is another function definition, which is go to current location. When you click on this, where am I now, and you get this function is called go to current location. And there is, and the navigator, there is a object called geolocation. You can either do if navigator.geolocation. Okay, if navigator.geolocation or geolocation with the quote in navigator. I mean, if it exists. So navigator.geolocation will get current position function, which, okay, you have a callback function which is returning a position, and from that position you are getting this get current position is returning a position. Okay, we have the quotes, and this is an object which is actually returning to elements, which is latitude and longitude. Okay, so this is the get current location, and then the next one is go to location. Okay, so when you are searching for a specified location, I've searched for New York or somewhere else, any of the cities across the world. So when you click on it, so what it does is it actually check for scope.lat. If actually see, go to location actually fires when the location the location you're searching is not changed. If you just fire the same location, it does nothing. See, I have a check that whether the latitude and longitude are not same. If either of them are not same, not both, either of them are not same, I'm just changing the block variable. Okay, I'm just changing the latitude and longitude of block variable. And this is a part I'm not going to explain the phase. You better you have learned about this. Okay, if you have not learned, but just go through the Google AngularJS API and just find out what is phase. And I just apply, I just refresh whatever you say, the location block, which will actually refresh my map. Okay, I just scope.apply log if the phase does not exist. Okay, that means if the map, if it is changed, if it is need to be refreshed. Okay, then I have the scope.search. If you move to this HTML, you will find a variable called search. Okay, so there's an ng module called search, and this search I'm using here. So this is exactly the geocode. Okay, just let me go to this. Go to location and geocode, where we have to. Okay, so this geocode is actually the place you want to find. Okay, so maybe I'm just driven out a little bit when explaining that go to location is actually used whether you are using your current location, whether you are using some specified location you want to search. But that is actually to change your latitude, longitude, change your location. But here the get current location, go to current location, give your current location you are situated, and the geocode gives the specified location. which you actually put in your search input box. Okay, so if scope.search, because if anything exists in the search box, you have anything in the search box. Okay, and if the search of length greater than 0. Okay, so we have inputted anything valid, maybe valid, that will be, we'll find out. Okay, this is else part, this is alert, sorry, this search produce no result. If you entered some valid place, okay, so what it does, it checks for the geocoder. Okay, whether it exists, it does not exist, it creates one, that's google.maps.geocode. And what it does with this geocoder.geocode, okay, it passes the search, the input you have done within the address parameter. Okay, and that after doing that, the geocode returns two things, one results and one status with the callback function. Okay, so what it does, we just take the status first. Okay, so if it is okay, there is a variable called geocoder status okay. If it is status okay, what it does, it returns I get the location from the results, which is been returned within the results in the callback function, and in the it's obviously an array. On the zeroth location, we have geometry.location, which actually you can say it's an array of latitude and longitude, which is written within the log. And you know what it LOC? It contains two elements, one is lat and one is long. So, and what you does, now we just format the address. Suppose you have entered New York. So let us see what you have done. So where is this place? See, you get New York, NY, USA. So this New York, NY, USA has been done with this result 0 dot formatted address. If you close this one, see, this will not happen. This will not happen. I'm just not going to do this. I want to stretch my video longer. You better understand this. And after that, what do you do? This go to location. I told you before, you have to navigate to within the map with this go to location, which actually passed to parameter log dot loc.lat and loc.lng. So as I told you, if it is not a valid address, you go to the else part. The status is not geocoder status. Geocoder status okay. So it returns the search produce no result. Now this is the portion. See, cities. Okay, I have some stuffs here. One place, description, latitude, longitude. These are the actual latitude, longitude. If you just make it wrong, you get it wrong. Okay, this is all the cities, important cities of my country, India, and this is the center position which I initially provided. Actually with whole numbers, not provided in decimals. And here, now you have the filter. Okay, so what did exactly this filter does? See, when you put the lat or long, you see there what is the actually format. This is some decimal with precisions 12.9667, 17.5667. Okay, so what it does, you just go here. Okay, see, there you have this filter. You can see this pipe, this is a filter. So what this filter does, this actually converts things to minute, second and nanosecond. Okay, so you get, and if you just look into the map, you can see it is 40 degree, 42 minute and 46 nanosecond. Okay, so there's a north and there's a west. Okay, so it's all given here, you can see. So I better not explain this filter, you can get, just find it out. Okay, so we have the directive, the app map. I told you just now, if you remember. Okay, so app map or app hyphen map. Okay, so we see app with caps map. So this is restricted, this is a custom directive restricted to element, which is app map. We place to template div, okay, where the actual map will be generated, and we have scope, some scope. the center, this markers, width, height, zoom, the map type ID, pan control, zoom control, and scale. And you can see the center and markers have been initialized this here within our tag. Center equal to LC and markers equal to city. And if you want to know what is city, this is the cities. Okay, so I've given here. So we have just created a scope variable here, and we have set a link. And what exactly this link does? This link does nothing. It just set some attributes within an array, which width, height, markers, map type ID, time control, zoom control, scale control, and with a loop, what it does, it fires a watch function. Okay, this I just better get what is watch function. Okay, you can maybe I will come with a later video which what watch exactly does. It actually checks for the validity of this scope variables whether they exist or not. Okay, so it just checks it whether if this watch function actually succeed. The callback function is there, which actually counts is back cnt minus minus, and when this all is counted back, the control is update control is fired, and I'll just go to the update control later on. And this actually does all these things. You can just go through this attribute, and there is other two watches which actually does not belong to this array because they do some other stuffs like zoom. Okay, zoom, what it does, it's the set zoom. Okay, so and there is a center which actually center the map. Okay, so and there is a and now this is a update control. What exactly update controls does? It does nothing. It actually just take your scope variables which you have created. All the scope here you can see scope variables, and just so you can see this control update control. What it does, it creates an option which has center. Okay, so it is you're creating the default center. As you can see, it is suppose it is India. Okay, so where am I now? Just so India. So this is 2379. And zoom 6 and map type ID is road map. You can also provide this one. Let us just go back and show you. There's also something like that. Okay, so just forget it. Okay, so we have created a roadmap. You can also provide other like terrain and satellite and all that. So you have this scope dot type ID, map type ID, scope dot zoom, span control, zoom control. So where the hell from this variable is coming? Okay, so I told you just before that the map has been updated when I call this one. Okay, where the hell is that? Okay, so here it is. That scope dot apply, that is LOC. So how the map is updated? Actually, when you do scope dot apply, regarding this latitude and longitude, it's update it's all its variable and which is specifically watched with scope dot watch. Okay, and if it succeed, if each of these attribute is succeeded, each of the variable is succeeded, the update control is invoked. Otherwise, it is not. See, if cnt less than equal to 0. Okay, if it is invoked, that is invoked. Okay, so if it is invoked, that means all these attributes do exist and have their value, current value, with scope dot apply. Okay, so now they are assigned to options.center. Okay, and what happens? The map is created with these options. Okay, and it has been set to element 0. And what is element 0? You can go and see. This is with the custom directive, you know, element. And which is the element? If you want to know, this is this one, app-map. Okay, I think you got it. Okay, so let's just move out and just show. Okay, just go here. So we have assigned, we have created the map, we have assigned to the options dot all the variables with the scope dot variables. After scope dot apply and update markers. Now we update the markers. We need to update because we have created the map. Okay, and we need to update the markers because you have, if the map has been changed and you have set the value, the marker should be changed according to the current map. Okay, so let us see. Okay, just again, where is this place? We just move to New York. Okay, there is no marker because I have not created any marker. So we don't have any markers here because see, I have created this scope.cities which actually belongs to all the coordinates in the cities of India. So if you just like create something like that, or okay, so I'm not going to that details now. Maybe we can come with that with some later videos. This out of scope of this video. So what happens? Just update markers has been called. Okay, so when it happens, because if you have the data of the markers, if you have the locations and the cities, the update markers works. Okay, so and now I add a listener center change. Okay, so this center change, what it does is just change the value of the center. What happens is you have one center of the map and one center of the scope. The center scope is this one. Okay, so you have to hit here, and within the link function you is using this to center. At first this to center function has nothing in it. Okay, so it's nothing, does nothing, but what it does, it's a set timer function. Okay, and set it to 500 milliseconds. So now what it does, the scope dot center exists. Okay, as it exists, you can see it's equal to LC. So what it does, it assigns and it just see whether this map dot center, which is actually the map, is like a Google Map API. If its latitude and longitude is not matching, if it has been changed, I mean it is not matched, if it is not the same, just change the scope.center to map.center.lat and map.center.lng. Okay, and it's apply it to scope.apply center. So what happens, the scope variable of center has been changed. Okay, it has been changed and it is reflected to the map. So this what the update control does. It actually updates the map. Whenever there is a change, user drags the map, user just search the location, change the location, search location, changes to the current location. If it drag it to some other location, okay, it change it. Okay, so if you have the attribute, I mean this one, if you have this data of the change location, then you can just set the markers. Okay, so we'll come to the update markers. These are the update markers. So you can see you have the current markers. If map exists, map variable exists, which is the Google API map API, and the scope.markers, okay, which actually contains the information which will be updated to the map. And if the current markers is not equal to null, it just updates it. Okay, it just set map m.set map. What it does, it set all the current markers to null. Okay, it clears everything. Okay, the current markers. It again initialize the current markers to an empty array. Okay, so it sets the one local variable markers to scope.markers, and if this markers is string, then it's just set it to an array with the scope.eval. Okay, so then it will navigate to markers.length -1 from 0 to length markers.length -1. And what it does, it takes the current latitude and longitude of the scope.markers you have in the variable name. it sets it to the Google.maps and it returns to the LOC, and after that it sets the position of the Google.map.markers, which actually will set it visible here. If you just let me go here. Where am I now? I just click on this one. Geolocation. Okay, you have the markers, you have the data in the cities, and that's what it does. Okay, so just set the all these markers to the current markers the array, and it push it to the array. And this is the last one, the get location, which actually provide the latitude and longitude and returns the get location. And to see how this get location is called, we actually get the location. Okay, so just let me find out. Okay, see, everywhere it is called the get locations. Okay, then I just send the, we are sending the LOC, which actually contains the two elements, latitude and longitude. So this is a small example. I think you may find it a bit complicated in this large one. So I just tried to explain it, and if you have some knowledge in Google Maps, you can will understand. There are two parts. One is scope variable, one is map variable. Map variable, which belongs to the Google API, which is exists in the map, and the scope variable, which actually is changing, taking place. Okay, when user is interacting with the maps, scope variables are changing and applying it to the map variable. Okay, and change are always not just applied suddenly. Okay, it's actually changed, and if it does differ with the map variable, okay, then it just called this scope.apply. Just a moment, just find out one scope.apply. Okay, it's $apply. So this $apply is actually meant for this, that if there is a change in scope elements, scope variables, and if when it always does not always, the reflection takes place or takes effect until you put the scope.apply. It ultimately update the controls with the watch, watching it. Okay, so there's a $watch and update controls and just change the visual of the map. So that's all about this video, and I hope you understand. If you don't understand, please do comment me. I want to get through it. Maybe I'll come later on with some better better videos on Google APIs and Maps APIs, and maybe need to do a lot of hard work on it. And that's all for this one. Thank you very much. You can subscribe to my channel, which is SCGHRL 190776. Thank you very much.